Stephen Shields Radio Show.
Hi, Holly. Welcome to the Stephen Shields Radio Show. How are you?
Really well. How are you?
Yeah, good. There's been so much flooding going on. There's been a lot of music festivals being cancelled as well. Splendor in the Grass has been cancelled. I do a bit of music journalism myself. And how have you been?
Yes. I've been good. It's so devastating to see those festivals go down and like COVID and then floods and then, oh, it's heartbreaking because I know what goes into them. But yes, yeah, I've been well. I have to say the floods haven't affected me too badly. So I'm good. I'm not complaining.
And
How about you?
Yeah, look, I've been keeping busy. I've got my stuff on Spotify. I've just keep on hanging in there as well. And it's a shame because the last 2 years the people have lost a lot of money as
They have.
musicians.
I know.
Blink 182 apparently is coming to Australia next year, so I'm hoping to get tickets for Blink 182 to come to Sydney.
Awesome. That would be cool. That would be very cool. Yeah, we've got so many artists out here at the moment. Actually, it's cool. There's an epic artist happening every week. I was annoyed I didn't get to Bruno Mars. That would have been a great one. I'm going to see Ash. Do you know Ash, the artist Ash?
No.
She's an American, sort of an indie artist. She's pretty cool. She's playing at the Metro in Sydney, which is a great little intimate venue. What else have I got coming up? I'm going to go see Dean Lewis at the Enmore. He's another Aussie artist. Yeah. So, but I mean, look, live music's going nuts now. It's awesome.
Oh, you'd hope so because you miss it too, Holly.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
But since you finished your studies, did you, or did you decide to take up another career for yourself?
No, I finished studying contemporary music, songwriting at Australian Institute of Music, and now I'm just in songwrite mode, full flight, and just collaborating with as many people as I can, and I'm working on a few sync deals at the moment for some film and TV projects, and yeah, it's all happening. I've got lots of balls in the air.
No, that's so cool that you're keeping busy, Holly.
Yeah, what about you? Tell me, what's your interest in music?
Well, my interest in music is film music. I've published some originals on my YouTube channel. I've got some of my own videos going independent as Stephen Shields. Yeah, I won first place in the Voyager songwriting competition in 2020.
Oh, wow.
I
Awesome.
did that. And I'm hoping to, build my own brand out there.
Great. And what sort of music, what sort of music were you writing for that?
I was writing more classical film inspired.
Fantastic.
Lately on the royalty-free libraries, I've been trying some lo-fi music. I'm writing. I did some affirmations for musicians on my YouTube
Oh, yeah.
channel. So that's to
I'll have to
help.
check them out. That's
Yeah,
cool.
check it out. Listen for at least 21 days in a row to inspire you to write more and more better work.
Oh, I love that. So you're inspiring musicians to like, are you trying to get the best out of them creatively or just working on their mindset or a bit of everything? Like what's the
more creatively and the mindset.
Yeah, right. I didn't realize. That's very cool.
It's been good, and I got the podcast, the Stephen Shields Radio Show, as you can see. And so in the
Yes.
2 years, I look back in my 2 years, Holly, of like all the achievements I've done, which is pretty good. And I guess I'll just keep going and trying out new things.
Sure, absolutely. And tell me, is that sort of something that you believe a lot in, or that just meditation and mindset and inspiring people to be the best versions of themselves. Is that something that you do a lot of?
Yes, I love meditation. I subscribe to Insight Timer, plus I put those stuff on Insight Timer. I just wanted to try something different, that's all. Even though it's not my niche, just give it a go. So I did that, and you never know where it goes from there.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the music industry, I feel like for artists especially, it's competitive. It's there's 100,000 songs uploaded to Spotify every day. That stat alone can be like quite daunting, and just the amount of competition and the amount of people doing the same thing, and it's not easy to make a living as an artist, and it never has been. Artists are never we don't get the name starving artists for no reason. So I think having like that resource that you've done, 21 days to help artists creatively, like that's really cool. I love that.
Yeah, you got to power your subconscious mind, Holly.
And how much time do you need to spend a day to power up?
10 minutes a day usually. So they're short recordings, a couple of 5 minutes, 10 minutes in the morning are the best times to do it.
Yeah, right.
And
how much time are you spending on your music a week?
Music a week, it can vary. I might could be 4 or 5 hours. I'm publishing some little samples to the royalty-free libraries, but it depends, because time just flies so quick.
Yeah, for sure. And are you having success with those, the royalty-free libraries?
Not yet. I'm told it's a numbers game, or the more you do. I think I've got probably close to 50 tracks on there already.
Wow, that's pretty good. Amazing. Yeah, you've just got to, and it's probably a long-term play as well, it's something that you create and you have a library of, and then over the years, you hope it gets picked up.
Yeah, one day I think I'll get picked up, slow and steady, I think. I don't know, everyone's journey's different. Some people get the viral hit straight away, but you never hear from them again, like Gangnam Style. You remember that one?
Yeah, that's true.
No, but the entertainment industry can be a filthy business too.
Yes, that's true.
Have you heard about
what makes you say that?
Well, there's you heard of Red Bull, have you? The energy
drink? Yeah.
So what they're doing, they're buying up all musicians and owning all the rights to their work, and offer them huge amounts of money for sponsorship. I mean, I guess that's every industry.
Yeah, totally. Businesses are acquiring businesses, and maybe that's not, I mean, I don't know what the deals look like, but maybe that's not such a bad option for some people. If you're in any industry and a massive brand came and tried to acquire you, perhaps that's not a bad thing, and then you start another brand, start again,
it's
recreate.
Not that it's a bad thing. It's like Taylor Swift had a lawsuit where she was going to try and buy back all her old stuff, old songs, but they wouldn't let her, so she's having to re-record it.
Really?
I guess the downside is it's good to have a brand, but I guess they just own you too much.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Well, that's the price you pay, I guess. You get involved in the machine, and they help you with your marketing and your promotion, and they pump all this money into you, but you give away so much. Or you're an independent artist and you do it all yourself, and you may not ever get to that same level that you would have got to with the machine behind you. So that's the risk you take, and that's the choice that you make, I guess. So I don't know, who knows which is the right way. Like you say, everyone's journey is different, and I think I had a company get in touch with me, and he was like, if you pay me, I will go and source a whole lot of record deals for you, distribution deals, sync licenses, all these things at me. But then you've got to hand your rights over for your song. So not sure that's what I want to do. So yeah, it's definitely a choice artists have to make every day.
Exactly, Holly. You're exactly right. It's the choice you got to make. It's the risk you take. But other than that, what else are you involved in beside music?
There you are.
Uh-huh.
So it feels like all I'm involved in at the moment is music. It feels like, that's really what I was a photographer for many years, and I've been doing a few jobs for clients at the moment, and I've got all these edits that I've got to get out. But I'm trying not to do that because I just feel like I spread myself too thin if I do a little bit of everything. I really want to focus. I've got this album that I've got coming out, and there's so much work to do around it. All the social media content creation, the video creation, the branding and the album art. And it's all fun, but it's so time consuming. And I just feel like, if I say yes to too many things, which I'm really good at doing, I'm terrible at saying no. That's what I'm working on at the moment. Just focus on one thing and try and just get that done. And rather than because when your to-do list is like as long as your arm, don't you find that really stressful? I don't know if you have that problem as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just never feel like you're getting anywhere. You're chasing your tail all the time. So I just don't want to be that person. But it's hard. It's hard when you've got a lot that you want to achieve and you've got a lot that you want to do. So look, it's good. It's great to have lots of projects, and these creative projects so rewarding and so much fun. I did a co-write, actually. There's a group, Nico, an American group. Actually, they were finalists on the American Songwriter. It was a big US show, and they're really talented little duo. And I had a Zoom with them this morning, and we wrote a song which I'd been writing notes on for ages, and they helped me pull it all together. And it's, that is such a good day for me when I finally finish. I've got all these little song seeds that I'm constantly working on, and then when you wrap one up and you go, awesome, I can send that one to a producer and get that one recorded. And that's what I live for. I love it.
No, well, that's it. Definitely you gotta love what you do, I guess.
Yeah, you do. I feel sorry for those people that haven't found that thing that they love. It took me a while, for sure. I loved photography and I loved all the things that I've done, but I feel like this is finally I found, the thing. I always sung. My dad was a guitarist, and he used to get me and my sister into the lounge room, and he would be playing Roy Orbison or the Everly Brothers or the Beach Boys or anything, proper retro. And come on, girls, and we'd be his backup singers, and he'd roll us out at Christmas, birthdays, and any weddings, any opportunity he'd have us all performing. And I guess I took it a little bit for granted that it was always there, and I didn't think to make a career out of it straight away. I tried all these other things, and I've come back to it, and now I'm really focusing on 100% because it's just the thing that makes me smile.
Yeah, that's so awesome that you're doing that.
How about you? Did you learn? Have you always done music?
Yeah, pretty much always done music, but decided to take it to the next level in 2020, where I started my company. So that's what I did.
Fantastic. And you're focusing mainly now on the podcast?
I think the podcast, because I don't know, I'm a bit like you, Holly. I like to do too many things at once, try out new things, and sometimes I don't know what else is going to work. So we'll see what works out.
Yeah, fantastic. I've also I applied for the government, or I'm not exactly sure the name of the government body that offers these sort of grants and programs, and I applied for a Women in Music mentorship program, and just got an email back the other day saying that I'd been accepted into the program. I think they accept like a small number out of their 600 applicants or something. So I'm starting up that next month, which should be interesting. I have no idea what they've got to offer me, but I said this is what I'd like in a mentor, and yeah, I'd be really interested to see what happens with that. That'll keep me out of trouble as well, I'm sure. I'm also a member of this club. Have you heard of the Billboard 500 Club?
I have heard of the Billboard 500 Club.
Yeah. There's a great guy, Adam McInnes, who runs it, and he's really inspiring, and he just focuses a lot on the musician mindset, and he's a real motivator. He's an amazing person, amazing leader, I guess. Anyway, that's another program that that they offer a lot of co-writes, and we're always writing a brief for a sync project, or where, there's an artist and we're writing we're all collaborating on an artist project. So yeah, I definitely feel like there's a lot going on, which is great. Don't get me wrong, Stephen. It's all good. I'm looking forward to probably going to take a couple of weeks off in January and just totally disconnect. I'm going to go to Colorado and ski, actually. Are you a snow sport person?
Yes, I love the snow.
Yeah.
I really do love the snow. Well, speaking of sport, I've been playing NFL on my iPhone. I'm learning to play NFL. And my
really?
team is the Arizona Cardinals. So I thought I'll look into how gridiron is played. Something to have a go of.
Yeah, although I don't think you're getting very fit playing it on your phone. Don't think it's doing much for your cardiovascular health. No.
You mentioned about the Billboard 500. I looked into some music magazines like the Rolling Stones and the Billboard, but I found they were just too hard to read. And they got a whole politics section, and then they just go, I don't know.
Yeah.
Music news is, you got to find what you like to read in music news, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like people don't really read music blogs anymore. I always wonder, is it worth like channeling all this energy into trying to get blogs and feature reviews and all of that? All of those things that artists feel like they should do, and they're, building up the hype around a release. I don't know. Does anyone read music blogs anymore or reviews?
Sort of me, because I do another show called The Music Show on my YouTube. It's a live stream,
Yeah,
so
right.
it's a bit of music journalism.
Okay. Oh, that's cool.
So I get sources from Fox News, the New York Post, news.com.au. That's why you're hearing about the Splendor in the Grass Festival just keeps getting flooded all the time.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's so sad. But they went ahead and they made the best of it. But yeah, there were some very unhappy customers.
Oh, I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like,
but they didn't cancel. It's not their fault it's flooding.
I know. Look, I wrote an article on Medium about music festivals in Woodstock 99 that I published about why they're a risk, and I wouldn't bother going myself. I tried a bit of blogging too.
Yeah, right. Okay. Nice.
So that was good. And it's just when you get your news, you start to compare about what you're reading as well.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Well, you might get the Billboard say one thing, and then New York Post say something else different about the same. Like a celebrity gossip, for instance. Like so much of the entertainment news is full of celebrity gossip.
Yeah, it is. It really is. I find it so boring and so tedious. And because you just don't believe half of it anyway. It's all he said, she said. Who knows if any of it's true?
And plus, I got Audible, so I got some audio books that I'm listening to when I work out as well.
Oh
And
yeah, tell me what ones?
I
What has he
listened
got that's
to
good?
Dave Mustaine's autobiography from Megadeth is worth a listen. Jimmy Barnes,
Okay.
Working Class
I
Boy,
like Jimmy Barnes. Yeah, I love that. I'm just reading Dave Grohl, Storyteller. That's really cool
good
as
on you.
well.
But you
Yeah.
always, if you listen to the audiobook, Holly, always get it narrated from the actual author, not someone else. It's just
Yeah, good
better.
call. Okay.
Like Dave
Yeah.
Mustaine, um, actually doing narrating his autobiography himself. You heard of Megadeth, have you?
No.
The rivals of Metallica.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like metal music, like
Nice.
Slayer. Yeah,
Nice.
I'll definitely give
Nice.
Dave Grohl. Grohl.
Yeah, he's a talented legend and he's got a good story. I love all those guys. Like, have you read Scar Tissue?
No, I'm gonna check that out.
Chili Peppers is awesome, and yeah, yeah. Some of those, yeah, some of the kids that grew up in the 80s, 90s, they've just got such in rough Los Angeles, they've got great stories. It's
Oh yeah.
always very entertaining.
Well,
Proper, I guess. I mean, Jimmy Barnes's story is incredible. Like, you just can't believe anyone was brought up in quite such an unstable home, can you? And
mm,
made something of himself like that. Like, his story is so cool.
yeah, it's always inspiring when you hear something on Audible like that too.
Yeah, I bet. I read it. I didn't hear him speak it, which would have been a whole nother layer of cool.
Mm.
Faded
Yeah, anyway,
piece in the background.
I really want to say thank you for coming on the show today, Holly, as well.
Stephen, thank you for having me. And yeah, I'd love to hear some of your music that you've created. So how can I find it?
You just type my name, Stephen Shields, or Shields Productions on YouTube, and it
Okay,
should get
cool.
you there. Where can people
Amazing.
find you on social media as well?
Yeah, look, I'm on Spotify. My artist name is Holly Wild, and I am Holly Wild Music, actually Holly Wild _ music on Instagram. So drop in and say hi. I would love to hear from you.
Sweet.